Welcome to Rocks Talks. I cannot promise that the camera will not fall down during this. Y'all, one day people were going to ask me, hey, why didn't you just do this as a podcast? Because you kind of have that down. And I would be like, no, that would be too easy. I want the video as well too. But propping this camera up in different places is amazing. Okay, so this is day 2 in Orange County. I'm at the Lifetime. I don't know if you can hear that noise. Of course, people decide to scream when I'm talking. That's okay. I want to tell you today, last night this whole experience has been interesting. I have to tell you, coming back to the Lifetime that I've been at since it opened last year, and like walking in and without even like people just know my name. Like people work like, hi Roxanne. Hi. It feels so good, and it reminds me that more than anything, we want to be seen, we want to be known. That is something that we want to be able to do, and it's interesting going somewhere new, unfamiliar. We lose that ability to be known and seen. And I think more than anything, that is what I'm feeling being here, even just for the last 48 hours almost. I'm like, oh, like they know my name. You're seen. We go through life so much, especially I think post the lockdown of 2020 and 2021, being anonymous and feeling unseen. And it's a problem. I think it's a problem for our mental health. It's a problem for our feeling of self-worth. It's a problem for connectivity and communication. Have you noticed, like, I actually realized that since the lockdown, I'm a little more skittish around people. It's not just like if someone coughs, I'm like, oh, don't get me sick. But just in general, like, I don't touch people as much, or I feel a little more self-conscious about it than before. And that's kind of sad. Like, I want to get back to the point where I don't feel like everyone has a disease. Y'all, am I the only one feeling that way? Or I don't feel like everyone has cooties. I feel like it's not only the illness cooties, but also like the lockdown made us feel more separated from each other, which means we also felt like we had more differences than commonalities. I want to be able to walk into a store, a place, a bar, and not feel like, oh, is that person thinking something about me, or does that person not like me without even knowing me? And I feel like I didn't feel that way before as much as I do now. I'm conscious of the fact that we might not all see eye to eye. And that kind of makes me sad. Makes me sad for me and makes me sad for society. I think part of my reason for doing this show and part of my reason for just existing this year is to get back to feeling commonalities, get back to feeling connected to people and really leaning into that and not feeling like I need to have an invisible wall of any size up. Yesterday, for the first time ever, I went to IKEA. Can you believe I've never been to IKEA before? I remember when IKEA came to Austin, Texas, because I lived a long time in Austin. It was a big thing. It was all over the news, and people were going, and they were eating there, and they were walking there. And I never went. I guess I wasn't in my domestic era or my nesting era, and it wasn't a thing. But as we are doing different things to the house, one of the things that I know I want to do is do custom closets. And I was looking at like California Closets and all the others, and our contractor was like, you could just go to IKEA and get the closets. It's the same quality and I could put them in. So I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, set up an appointment. So we have an appointment in like 2 weeks at the IKEA in Arizona to like set up the closet. But Scott and I both wanted to kind of see, what is this IKEA all about? He said he'd been there like years ago, past relationship, I'm sure, and I had never been there. So we went last night and did the whole thing. It was great because it wasn't too packed. I can't imagine when it was packed how wild it'd be walking through there. I kept going the wrong direction. I'm like, oh, those arrows, I'm going the opposite of that. But we saw so many great things for the house. We're super excited. And also some things we can do, like we know that we're going to invest in certain things, like our bedroom we're investing in, and we know our designer already interior designer already designed the room. So we know what it's going to look like, and it's just a matter of like monetarily doing the things. We know we've already picked out our couch for our living room, and so that will come as well but bedroom first, then that. But there are certain things that we don't need to spend $80 gajillion on, and that you can get at IKEA. So I'm so thrilled to see the prices were awesome. The things, like certain things were like, we're spending X, Y, Z on, and we know that we may want to change it in style and look soon. Why not get them in IKEA? So I'm really excited, and I love the fact they have those rooms at IKEA that give you those inspiration rooms that are like a room that's done up, where you can see how the different things are. My biggest yay is that they have the shoe cabinets. Y'all, we are doing the shoeless house thing, but it makes it kind of difficult if your shoes are in a closet. How do you manage shoes downstairs? And so I've been looking at shoe closets on the Zon, but I also saw someone at IKEA, so I'm very excited about that. We'll have a shoe closet downstairs that will, like a shoe cabinet, so it looks like a cabinet, but you open it up and all your shoes are there. Amazing. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope you're not going, oh my gosh, it's this long or that long. Sometimes they're 15, 16 minutes long. Sometimes they're like 6 minutes long. It's just the amount of time it takes for me to, they're not gonna be longer than 20 tops, I guess, to like inspire you and give you a little bit of nuggets. By the way, I went to yoga today. So I did finally work out for the year. I did root yoga at Lifetime. And if you know root, it's very chill. So I did that, which is good because, I forgot to tell you my hair. Got my hair done yesterday. It's always very dramatic. I think she made it longer, which I'm totally fine with. So I don't really want to sweat out, as we call it, my hair right now. So it works well that I went and did a yoga class from my favorite yoga instructor. So it was good to see her this morning, and then just do a yoga that wasn't like sweaty yoga, but just kind of work on my breathing. Made me feel really good, especially after an air mat and my stretching after air mattress day numero dos. All right, now I'm really done. I hope you go do something today that keeps you connected, that brings back that feeling of we are the world, we are the children. And think to yourself who you might encounter that may feel like they're not seen. Who are the invisible people around you that don't feel seen, that you can see, you can acknowledge, you can talk to, you can look them in the eye and see what a difference that can make. It could be a rippling effect. Them feeling seen can turn into them seeing others and feeling better. All of that matters so much. All right, go be great. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.